Hi everyone, my name is Satish and I'm the project manager for CreatorSuite. First of all, thank you all for watching our videos. Kindly like, subscribe and follow us on all our social media pages. And today we have a very special video in store for all of you. We'll be interviewing two of our user ambassador that have used CreatorSuite platform to deploy their own models. A warm welcome to Mr. Yawin Kong and also Mr. Li Xin. Thank you all for joining us today and spending your time sharing your deployment experience with us. So, if you don't mind, can you introduce yourself and give us a brief introduction of the project?
Okay, let me share my slide.
Sure,
All right, can you see my slide?
sure.
Okay, so I'll start from my part. So good morning all, my name is Kong and we are going to present about our project, Aluminum TIG Welding Defect Identifier using CS Surface Model Deployment Platform. So before this, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Satish from SkyMind for inviting us to be part of this CS User Ambassador program.
Thank you all for joining.
So this project team consists of two members, Lizzie and me. We are actually a postgraduate students from the UTN's Mechatronics and Control Engineering department. This project is part of our deep learning course requirement that it took us about 3 weeks for the whole AI model design and deployment procedure. Lizzie is in charge of the data set preprocessing and CNN modeling, while for myself, model testing and model deployment. So basically, we are going to determine the defect during the welding process of the automated tungsten inert gas TIG welding of an aluminum. So we are using the convolutional neural network CNN with 4 labels quantifications. So these are the 4 samples. The null means a good welding. The second is a burn through. The third is contamination, and the fourth one is the lack of fusion. So the source of data is taken from the Kaggle website. So we have a total 2,000 images, and for testing, for training set, and 1,200 for testing set. So next, I will pass to Lizin for his presentation.
Okay, I will introduce some modeling. The first part is data labeling. In DL4G, the path of each file commonly used as a label using this class parent path label generator to get the label. So we move images with the same label into the same folder. The next part is image pre-processing. First, we select the key area of the images as shown in the red area. So we remove irrelevant background and cropping, subsampling to the size 40 by 40. Finally, normalize grayscale images. And this is our model architecture. We use 3 convolutional and point layers and 2 dense layers. And after we create the model, we try a lot of times to find the best hyperparameter. And to prevent overfitting, we do 3 important things. First one is simplify the model. Third is reduce the apex and use the regularization. Fortunately, we got a model with a good performance. And this is training and testing evolution and confusion matrix. Okay, the next part will introduced by Kongfan Hao. I stop the sharing.
Yeah. So for the model deployment, actually, we have some few steps. First one is create a rule chain, which drag and drop from the library in the CSF. And then second is to upload the model to server, which is the zip file that was saved from the DL4J. And then the third is create an input profile, and fourth to define the input, and then we personalize our own dashboard following our preference, and then we do the debugging and testing, and last make sure it is okay, so we are ready to deploy it. So the user experience, actually, we found that the CS server has absolute fast customer support, and then it provides a cleaner interactive user interface for presentation compared to deployment using IntelliJ and Java code. And then the third is we have a simple model deployment platform, which we use to drag and drop only on the blocks. The fourth is portable because the model is uploaded to server and cloud, and the deployment platform is shareable to our pals and our colleague. So the fifth is the high customizability in the UI design, and we have the black box platform. So all the programs are hidden. And last, the developer could check and debug anytime from the event log.
Yes, very interesting. So, if compared to what we have done before using IntelliJ manual coding, how do you see the time frame for you to actually deploy a model compared to something using like CreatorSuite?
In terms of time frame, I think that because we are new to the Java, and basically we don't have any knowledge about the JavaScript, so we need the help of the customer support, and they will help us. And their supporting is very huge. Their influence is very huge in during our deployment. So basically, I didn't touch any much about the deployment.
Yeah. So our support is always there to help you all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the rule chains currently it's mostly run using JavaScript, but in the future, not so distant future, we'll be implementing Python as well. So those who have Python skills, yeah, they'll be able to run their own scripts inside inside the rule chain and understand the rule chain better.
Oh, okay.
So, so if let's say, can I know more in terms of your background? What is your preferred language that you all use to code?
Um, Python.
Python,
I think.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Python, yeah. So Python is more easier compared to
Yeah.
FOJ. So if let's say if we had Python and we compare that with what we can do with CreatorSuite, um, do you think there's any advantages on using CreatorSuite and compared to just vanilla Python?
Uh,
If we have Python already enabled in CreatorSuite.
I don't have any experience of using the Python as deployment platform before, because the project is actually my first AI project.
I see.
Yeah, project. Yes. We are still new for the Java also.
I see. So, very interesting to know that you are still new and we all managed to actually deploy this in 3 weeks. That's impressive.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is our first semester to learn the deep learning, to learn the Java,
Wow.
and this is our first project related to the AI.
Fantastic. Because usually when you want to do deployment, it's a lot of hassle in terms of you have to create the dashboard on scratch. It's a lot of work. So what we are aiming to achieve with Surf is to just reduce the development time and make it much more easier to actually deploy a model. So you only concentrate your time fine tuning the model. Once you have the model ready, you can just deploy it using Surf. Very easy, right? Okay. So do you have anything else to share?
Um, can I show you the demonstration of our model?
Sure, sure, sure. Let's go to the demo. Let's see.
Actually share the link is in the chat box. You can
Yes.
check it.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my own demonstration, yeah, okay. So these are the photo samples. Let's say I have that went through. So
Wow.
automatically you detect.
Very good.
So by concept, we can actually apply the computer vision, which is very benefits to the engineering field.
That's right. That this is a very accurate model, and I'm very happy to see that you are using Surf to test out your model and see how accurate it is. Very fast, right? Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So
So this
what is the next plan for this project?
next plan,
Yeah,
uh, maybe we could create an Android apps.
yeah,
Maybe
that's great. Yeah, probably using your camera to detect real time. You can do
yes.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So looking forward to that. Yeah, looking forward to you all using Surf to test it out. You can use your webcam with Surf, and then you can test out
Actually,
your model.
I want to ask that if this CS serve is able to export in the Android apps.
Currently, no. So currently, we are focusing on the platform itself. It doesn't allow you to actually export, but you can use things like REST API if you are familiar with REST API, and you can have an external dashboard or external app, right? So you build an Android app, and then you can use REST API to send the inputs to serve to process, and then you can send the output back to your app. So you can have your app as like a dashboard, as a user interface, but all the processing, inferencing happens in Surf. You can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you mean we can use some API to communicate with the deployment.
Correct, correct. You can use REST API to
Oh,
communicate with Surf. So you get your inputs from the app, and then you send it to Surf. Surf does the inferencing, send back the output to your app. So this one way you
oh,
can process this. Yeah, great. So it was really an interesting use case here. We at SkyMine are very happy to have all of you on board on our user ambassador program. So really hope to see more interesting deployment. Maybe the app that we mentioned, we want to see that deployed using Surf. We have incredible plans in store for all our user ambassadors in the coming months. So I'm very super excited to share more information with all of you very soon. So again, a sincere thank to Mr. Kong and Mr. Lee for joining and sharing their project with us today. So thank you very much. Uh, that's all
thank
for.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Welcome.
very much. That's all for today. I'll talk with you all soon. Bye bye, guys.
Welcome and thank you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.